right, y'all. This is why women come back after leaving. Let's get into it, family. Women tend to make decisions in the heat of the moment, where the thoughts are super loud and extremely hard to quiet. And we make a move, not in clarity, but all in our feelings. The reality is it's unforgiveness that has turned into real resentment. And you feel, or she feels like she doesn't feel anything for that person anymore. But really it's unforgiveness. So then we explode in bitterness. But what we don't understand and we don't realize is that bitterness and resentment are strong feelings, just in the wrong direction. And so once they leave the relationship and some time has passed and it done calmed down, they start to remember the positive thing. Start thinking that, man, this probably could have worked out. And we quickly realize that unforgiveness that turned into resentment and bitterness was the end of a relationship you never truly wanted to end.
The feminist movement was fighting for equal opportunity for women in education and the workforce. The sexual revolution was fighting for all sorts of sexual freedoms. Cosmo, we pretended that this sexual revolution was a freedom for women. It actually was not. It was actually kind of a slavery. We pretended it was freedom for women. And over time, as the sexual revolution and the women's movement got identified closer together, a lot of women began to buy into that.
You know what's wild? For decades, women were sold a dream: don't worry about family now, focus on yourself. Men will always be there later. You can always settle down when you're ready. And now, they're looking around at 35, 40, realizing the truth: the men they once ignored are either married, moved on, or simply done.
When will a woman realize the man she lost? Number one, regret. They realize what they lost and they wonder if it is still fixable. Grass was not greener on the other side. Number two, comfort. They miss the familiarity of the emotional support and the comfort that you gave them. Number three, unfinished business. They want closure or answers that they didn't get before. Number four, nostalgia. They long for the good times and the connection that just once existed. But remember, gentlemen, it's not always about rekindling the love. They would be just trying to fill this void. Stay firm in your boundaries and don't let the past pull you back unless it truly makes sense.
But we can't define what a woman is. But also men can be women. And no uterus, no opinion. But also men can get pregnant. Men are oppressing us. But also, it's okay if biological men take over our spaces and our sports. Women are so over-sexualized in this culture, but it's empowering if women are the ones sexualizing themselves. Are you guys quite done yet? Are you okay?
That just about sums it up.
This is my friend Brianna Robinson. You should absolutely go follow her. She's fabulous. It's incredibly hypocritical, as everything is. Modern day feminism is not consistent in the slightest. Somebody commented and said, high empathy and low IQ generally correlate with feelings over fact.
And that's when the regret hits. But the problem? It's too late.
For my ladies, let's get into it. After I graduated with my master's, this woman I used to work with, you know who you are, she pulled me aside. She said, Sam, you're a pretty girl. When you gonna settle down and get married? I laughed and I said, probably after I get my LCSW. She looked at me dead in my eye and said, shut the door. And so I did. She said, now look around, Sam. Look at the women my age. Look at the women who prioritize their career over family. And now they're lonely. All they have is their career, searching for meaning in vacations and brunches. And I saw it with my own eyes. It wasn't what I wanted for myself. She said what matters to her most now is her husband, her kids, and her grandbabies. That was her legacy. Y'all, and that changed everything for me. So I say all that to say this. Ladies, stop buying the lies of culture. Family is ministry. It's your first ministry. We weren't created to fight being helpmates. That's our divine purpose. We were created to walk in it with power. Don't lose yourself trying to chase a version of success that leaves you empty. God's way still works.
We keep hearing the same confessions over and over. I regret leaving my husband. I regret putting my career first. I regret rejecting good men in my 20s. These aren't isolated cases. This is a pattern.
She says, Patrick, this is very hard for me to say this. And let me tell you why it's very hard. I said, what's that? She says, ever since in high school, I wanted to prove to men that I can beat them. So when I graduated high school, I opened up my salon. We do very well. I've made millions of dollars. My people and my work that work at the salon, they do very well for themselves. I drive a nice car, I have a nice house, I have money, I have millions. I don't worry about any of that stuff. You know what decision I made last night? I said, what's that? She says, I want a husband. I no longer want to compete with men. I need them. And I'm like, what? She's saying this in front of 2,000 people with her sister sitting right next to her. Wow. And now she's getting emotional. How many 65-year-old women do we have to hear saying that I marched with the feminist movement and I bought into the fact that men are the enemy? I've never been married. I'm alone and I'm miserable and I wish I would have never bought into that philosophy.
Women who thought they could delay commitment forever are now realizing the dating market is brutal once their prime years are behind them. Meanwhile, men are playing it smarter than ever. They've seen the trap of paternity fraud, divorce courts, and being treated like a walking wallet. So what are they doing? Checking out. They're choosing peace over chaos.
Ask everyone to rate their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
10.
Delulu.
10. 10. 10.
Whole bunch of mid call themselves 10s.
Like a 6.
There we go.
I was gonna say like a 7, maybe 8.
That dude, he's a good looking guy. I'd give him an 8.
I give myself like 6.
See, I'm right there with Brian. I'm a 6 all day.
6.9 on a good day. Okay, so but 10? 10? Really? It's a bit of hubris, a little bit, don't you think? I mean,
It's confident, not cocky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
oh,
Confident, not cocky. What about delusional?
if you view yourself as a 10, then surely you must deserve a 10. So if you have a bunch of women who think they're 10, one of the problems in the dating marketplace is people don't have a reasonable self-assessment of their own attractiveness, and thus their standards are, they're not going to be able to secure the type of partner that they're going after if they think they're a 10. No offense, guys.
I have a partner. I disagree.
I'm getting
But instead of accountability, what do we hear? Men are just weak now. Men are intimidated by successful women. No, let's be real. Men aren't intimidated, they're uninterested. They don't want to be your backup plan after you're done with your fun phase.
See these 65-year-old women videos going viral where they say, I walked with the feminist. I bought into the argument of being a feminist. Man was an enemy in my life. I'm 65 years old. I've never been married. I have no kids. I will never be able to experience what it is to be married to a man when I was in my 20s. The concept of feminism stole that away from me. Just because I looked at man as the enemy, and he's not.
Patrick Bet Davis recalls a 65-year-old woman regretting her life's choices and sharing how feminism taught her that men were the enemy. And because of that, the woman never got married, never had any kids, and only realized when she was older how she'd missed out on the most important aspect of life, which is having a family of her own, having a man by her side, and raising her own children. She basically said that feminism gives women the wrong ideas about the world, about the role of men in women's lives, and how wrong it was to take away a whole side of life that women often forget is the most important for everyone to experience.
Once every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
You're a liar!
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant. So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Well, Julie Messino, it's wonderful to have you here.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for answering those questions for all the Cracker Barrel fans out there. There's a lot of great changes.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Robin?
Can I get in writing that the peg game is going to stay?
The peg game is staying.
Okay.
So are the rocking chairs, fireplace, vintage decor, it's all there.
Here's the cold truth. Relationships are built on timing. You can't spend your best years chasing validation, rejecting good men, and then suddenly expect loyalty, marriage, and stability when you're ready. Life doesn't work that way.
What? I said you still up? Am I still up? Where y'all coming from?
Football practice.
What time is it right now?
It's 2:03.
Bro, where y'all coming from, bro?
Football practice.
Y'all coming from who? No, hold on. I'm not talking to you right now. What are you coming from where?
Football practice.
Y'all gonna life hire like that, bro?
Very quick, come on. We're coming from football practice.
They got that at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Man, bro, Shayla, where you
Bro, he ain't got no sweat on his brow. You lying, bro.
coming from, bro?
Football practice.
You're not about to do this, bro. I'm extra, bro. You coming in from football practice at 2 o'clock in the morning? That's extra?
They have extras because the championship is coming up.
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, the championship is coming up.
What time practice over? What time practice over for real?
8 p.m.
8 o'clock p.m.
Yeah, we went to our...
Man, no fucking ain't no way y'all went up 2 o'clock, bro.
Track star.
Right, what y'all want to coach house for?
To practice
You talk to the coach?
No, he has a big backyard. And we practiced there and looked at
Until 2 o'clock in the bro, why
Bro, you can even tell he lying.
you walking away, bro, until 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yes.
Why? Who else was at coach's house?
All the other players.
No, they was not. She just said she don't know when you said the other players, bro. Call them right now. Call the coach, bro. Can you call the coach? Can you call the coach?
No. He probably sleep now.
He sleep. Well, how he sleep? The coach live down the street, right? 12 minutes away.
About 13
He
minutes.
sleep right now. 13 minutes. He sleep right now. He fell asleep that
I'm
quick.
sure he's tired.
Wow, bro.
With these kids.
Wow, bro.
They're practicing all night.
Bro, do not trust nobody, bro. Y'all did what?
And now, we're watching an entire generation of women wake up to that reality too late. The options shrink, the regret grows, and suddenly they're on TikTok or podcasts talking about how men aren't stepping up anymore. The truth has finally sunk in, but here's the catch: men aren't waiting around. They've moved on, and they're no longer interested in being someone's second choice.
We truly are not bullying MAGA men as much as we should. Because
Okay.
what do you mean you're scared of cities? Cities? Like downtown? You're scared of that? You're supposed to be the protectors, right? Aren't you all the one pushing the gendered bullshit that men have to protect women? What are you protecting us from? I strap my toddlers into a car and drive them downtown literally weekly and think nothing of it. But you, my guy, won't go within a 5-mile radius without your Glock and being strapped up? I think we should be bullying them more. That seems like snowflake shit to me. These big, strong men get their stats from Fox News and think that crime has overridden these areas and the police are getting beat up. No, they're not. I literally went to the farmer's market downtown 2 weeks ago. It was fine.
Choices have consequences. You can deny reality all you want, but you can't deny the results. And when the regret finally sets in, it doesn't matter anymore, because it's already too late.
And that wraps up today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.